All right, this is 1080-60 and the Dory is 1080-60. Let's see what it looks like. All right, so I recently got sent this underwater drone, and that in itself just had me curious. I was like, what the hell is an underwater drone? It is this. So in today's video, we are going to be testing out the Chasing Dory, which is this puppy right here. In the box is what's in this bag. I think this bag is an additional fee. I think it's like $120 extra if you want to get this as well. But to begin with, this is the Chasing Dory. So this is what's known as an underwater drone by a company called Chasing. They do have other offerings. This is not their first product that they've produced. And essentially how this works is you have the unit itself, or the module, which weighs about a kilo. You know, I do like the design. It's like a submarine. That's what I would say this is. This is a underwater submarine as opposed to a drone. It's got a number of different propellers in there. It has a light on the top to, I guess, let you know that it's communicating with the buoy. It's got this front 1080 camera. That might be alarm bells to some of you guys. It is a 1080 camera, that's it, which is for photo and video, but it's got a 1.6 f-stop. So it's got quite a large aperture, and it's got these two front-facing lights here, which I also think is a really positive thing. You know, especially if you are doing underwater exploration, you'd be in a creek or an estuary and it's quite dark down there. You've got these two lights, which you don't normally have in an action camera. And you also have the buoyancy or just the control over being able to position this thing underwater, you know, set it up, leave it there, and then maybe get some shots, which you can't do if you're holding your breath unless you have an oxygen tank, right? So the way this operates is you have this 15-meter tether, which is, yeah, it's just a cable. I'm not sure what it's made out of, but it's kind of got this interesting texture about it, just so maybe that it's more sturdy or strong. And essentially what happens is this is the communication module. So you have this buoy, which will sit on top of the water. We'll go test this out and I'll show you exactly how it looks. And the tether connects here from the buoy, cha-ching, into the drone. And as soon as you make the connection, it essentially powers on. So as soon as you make the connection, you'll get a green light on both. You have a green light on the buoy and a green light on the drone, and that's basically saying we are good to go. We are cooking with gas. And that's it. So one of the pros that I really like about this product is it's super simple. It's very simple to use. It is literally plug and play. Now, how does this then connect? Well, it connects to your iPhone or smartphone, and you just literally connect the Wi-Fi to this buoy, and away we go. My smartphone's in my pocket. So some of the things that I'm curious to find out, and maybe you are as well, is to see how fast it goes. I'm gonna do that in the still water of the pool. I think the pool is about 8 meters in length. We're gonna see how fast it goes from one side of the pool to the other. I also am curious to know what it's like in different conditions, you know, because if I was to take this out to the ocean and I put this in the ocean, there's a current, which means if this thing doesn't hold up, it's gonna be sayonara, or, you know, see you later. I'm not gonna be able to have this product because as soon as I pop it in the water, it's gonna be taken by the current. So I guess by the end of this video, I'm just keen to know whether this is a valuable tool for content creators, whether this is something that I would take on my trips, because I guess it is quite compact. In comparison to other underwater drones, not that I've used any of them, but this one does seem to be the smallest, the lightest, and, you know, it fits into a pretty, it's like a 30 centimeter bag here. So let's test it out. Power. Oh, it's just a rock actually. Oh my god.
Oh,
that is an eel. That is a big eel.
gonna have to rescue it. Yeah, we're coming. Go for it.
Well, that was interesting. The eel was sick.
That was so cool.
So the second location, we decided to take the Dory out to the Great Barrier Reef. However, it was right here where the Dory had stopped communicating with the mobile phone. I'm not sure what was going on here, but you'll notice that I was slightly holding the buoy with my feet so that the current wouldn't take the Dory away. But from here on, there was no communication with the mobile or the buoy. It just froze. It just wasn't working at all. I ended up getting in touch with Chasing and sent this unit back, and they replaced it. So I now have a different unit, which this may be a beta unit for early testing. However, there was some problems there, so that's all I can say about that. Notice how it's already moving, like I've just put it in, and this is literally just air and still water. So I'd say if you were going into a current or something to not actually put it in the water until you're ready to go. Virtual rocket enabled. Over on the left here, we've got, I guess it's my controls. The thing is, I can tap anywhere on the screen and it sort of relocates this joystick. So if I want the joystick to be right over to the left, that's cool. Looks like I can turn the lights on over here. Yep, that seems to turn the lights on. And then we've got a camera button. Yep, and it's telling me the temperature, which is 22 degrees. All right, sweet, let's give this a go. So power button down the bottom. All right. Whoa, and away we go. I guess it's kind of just like playing a video game. Okay, let's see how long it takes to get from one side of the pool to the other. Stopwatch. Ready, set. I kind of have to control this. It's probably not going to go in a straight line. Go. This is a terrible accuracy test. I almost need someone to time it for me. It's fairly quick. And stop. 20 seconds. Damn, that's kind of quick. There he goes, cruising back. All right, so initial thoughts and feelings. The controls, not so good. I don't really like using smartphones as controllers. I have seen on their website that you can buy a physical hardware controller, which I would probably recommend if you were gonna do this, just because, let's say you've got, you're at the water, this is a water activity, you've got wet hands, or, this just doesn't seem to be the best control. I just feel like, at times, like before, I've lost control of the device, and if I'm in any other condition than this, I'm gonna lose this device. So, I mean, in terms of the camera quality, start off with the pros. Now, where I see this product being absolutely perfect is for a marine biologist who wants to monitor a marine species for an hour or something. You could put it in some still water in a creek, or, somewhere which is relatively calm, there's no strong tides, and you'd be able to put it under, record for an hour, or after you've churned up your 15 gigs. I think this is great fun for the backyard, for kids that want to play around. I think that the camera quality is decent enough for simple use cases, to take some fun underwater photos. It's a fun product. Is this something that I would use in my kit as a professional content creator? Not at all. Why? Number of reasons. The Dory itself, yes, it's small in comparison to other underwater drones. Yes, it's lightweight in comparison to other underwater drones. However, in comparison to anyone that can hold their breath underwater, this is infinitely smaller, you know? This also shoots at a much higher resolution. I can shoot 4K 60. I can only shoot 1080 on something like this. Other things that I don't like about this product are the fact that if I want to get the content off the product or off Dory, I have to make sure that I'm connected to the app, transfer the content from Dory, from the app, save it onto my smartphone, and then transfer it from my smartphone onto my editing suite or my computer or however else. That user experience is clunky. It's not enjoyable. I want to have access to an SD card that I can straight away take out of the buoy or out of Dory and plug it in, because for a number of reasons, I've tried to do this on 3 occasions before filming this video and I've lost all the content. It's like I've saved it, it said save, and then it's not on my smartphone. So that's just annoying for content creators that, you know, are making content all the time. They don't want these problems to show up, especially in that workflow. If you download something, it should have downloaded, you know, it's just, so that's strange. I don't think the controls are strong enough for any other condition other than a pool or still water. If I was to put this out in a current, I would lose it. It would go straight away. If you guys have enjoyed this, if this is giving you guys some insight into whether, you know, this might be a product that would suit you, yeah, thumbs up the video, drop me a comment below if you've got any questions about it. I'm happy to answer any questions that you've got on how I've experienced using the Chasing Dory. Also, if you've got one or you've got any smartphone or, you know, underwater drone footage that you want to edit, I've made a couple of videos up here in the cards which will help you edit those videos, so you can edit either on your smartphone or on your desktop. And that's it for me today. I'll see you guys in the next upload. JR. Peace!